even do more than what you're supposed to do. Like, see the girl. Like, you know my spec and everything. You know, Fraud, I beg, leave this girl for me. Fraud, don't sit down, Venita, pull me, take bloodshed. Bloodshed, when they say there was no way to. First, but that was the one day I really wanted to beat Fraud. That Biggie was going to throw me out. Like, when I kissed Esther in that program, not just small kissing, but it is long.
And when Vinny came into the door, trust me, I felt like this was an angel sent to you too. I won't lie to you, this is my perfect step of a woman.
Kim was way gone. Don't bring Kim into this matter.
To be sincere with you, I take you as a friend. You know, I understand that. I like you a lot. If I had not gotten into a wrong perception in the first place.
Like, more than kind of.
Yeah, like we had a lot of things in common, and like that was not an option because I informed him, please confirm, that I had a new relationship outside.
Do you think you led him on?
I don't think, if anything, he led me on. Was it? I'm Queen Mother. I don't need too much. Do you understand? You probably would never trust Fraud completely the way I did when I
call it an attraction. At the time, my mind was preoccupied with thoughts of me.
When we go get it, if I want something, I just rather ask for it. I don't want to be beating around the bush. That's why I got for Omashola. Oh, I like him. And he went away. On an alliance with someone, and the person has to be strong. Or I was lacking behind. That and Jeff. Venita came into the show now. Did you see the reaction he...
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another exciting video from Deb, and on today's video of Big Brother Nigeria Union show day 20. Guys, it's been a long one, but we are on this. Also, please, before we get started, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please remember to give this video a big like. It's gonna help this video to reach out to a whole lot of people. Please do not forget to hit that like button. Without further ado, let's dive right into today's review. The episode starts with Ebuka addressing the issue of friend zoning, and he starts by addressing the triangle between Venita, Frodd, and Omashola, what went on with them. Also, he went on to play a clip from the house where we had seen how Frodd and Omashola were all up on Venita at the time she came into the house. After Omashola also goes on to talk about the fact that yes, he was smitten in the house, he was smitten by Venita's beauty when she got into the house, that he did like her, that he was even like, oh god, Big Brother is, you know, his Big Brother is his friend, and all that. Big Brother even went to do more than what he expected. That, oh my god, like, see this babe, and all that. He was really pleased when Venita came into the house. But then the Frodd situation then happened. Omashola then goes on to explain that when Venita had come into the house, that he had spoken to Frodd privately, and had told for that Frodd chilo, say more girls are still coming and all of that, and that Frodd should leave Venita for him. And Frodd had already said, oh yeah, that no problem. Frodd agreed to it. That, oh, he then went to go and make food for Venita. He went to go and make fried egg or boiled egg, anyone it was, and all. And by the time he came back, he saw that Frodd had gone to meet Venita, and he had given her ice cream or Indomies, one of the two, and that Frodd beat him to it. And he was angry because okay, I've called you aside to talk to you. So I'm like, okay, so Frodd broke code or what? Like, what do you think? It's all I've thought to you that I don't move on to this guy. I want to move on. You there go on and move on. Guys, what do you think? Ladies, also, what do you think? Also, Omashola goes on to explain a situation whereby, you know, Frodd had kind of like marked territory with Venita, and all that was even the day he was really pissed, that he was really ready to beat Frodd that day in the house, that CM, because of this, Big Brother was going to disqualify him, that he was ready to beat the hell out of Frodd. And the day, you know, Frodd went to block him with Venita and all of that, and I'm like, oh yo, this matter no be that the way he's even talking with all the whole passion and all. I'm like, okay bro, like, do you still like this girl or what? Or is it you're just remembering what, you know, Frodd did to you, or where is this coming from? And also at the same time, seeing that KIMOPRAH sat by his side, KIMOPRAH was laughing all through and all, but this is just making me question everything. That, okay, I don't know when this was shot, if it was before, you know, the incident between he and Kim, But all of this just look okay. Like you are really going on explaining this thing with so much passion about this girl. Like, are you still into her, or should they still be a team with her, or what's up with you and Kim? Like, but okay, go on and tell your story. It's not Omashola will shalaye. We do all the whole shalaye that nobody asked him. So go on, sir, go on. And Omashola also said that there was a time also he wanted to get back at Fraud, and they remember that they were supposed to act one drama and all, and Esther was in that group. So he had decided that he then make sure that he made a scene whereby he and Esther was going to kiss, and while they were doing that scene, he went in for the kiss with Esther. Esther was like, oh, that she was shocked that this was not what they practiced and all. But while they were asking, like, Omashola was really passionate about the whole thing. So Omashola was like, yes, he did that because he was trying to get a Fraud, because of course by that time he knew Fraud was also interested in Esther. So he was like, okay, if Fraud was going for Venita, he would try and spite Fraud by all being physical and all of that with Esther. Then goes on to ask Fraud as to what had happened and why he broke the code and all of that. Even Omashola goes on to call him a snitch, and Fraud was like, bros, calm down, surely calm down. Then Fraud goes on to explain that when Venita walked into the house, it seemed like an angel was sent to him. I say, okay. Even Ebuka was like, oh, you too, an angel was sent to both of you, okay. You see my mind like, okay, you think, you thought an angel was sent to you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then Fraud then went on and said, oh, I won't lie to you guys, this is my perfect spec of woman. Guys, he was referring to Venita. Yes. Fraud was like, this is my perfect spec of woman. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, Fraud, like I don't get when this thing was shot, like which of the episode came out, which of the episode was shot before the other. But if Fraud could be saying all of this right in front of Esther, of course, definitely we now know that he and Esther, there's no longer anything going on between them and all. But if he's not saying, oh, this was my spec of woman, like, sir, why did you then go ahead with Esther when you came outside the house? Why didn't you then pursue anything you felt was going to happen between you and Venita? Like, why did you waste Esther's time, or why did both of you waste each other's time? And okay, every other person were like, you do the proposal and all of that. Me, I didn't find it funny. I'm like, okay, go on, Fraud, go on. Then Fraud went on to say, oh, Venita did like him, that they could have started that relationship in the house and it should have been the most powerful. Now, when he made this statement, I'm like, oh my God, this was what most of all these housemates were always thinking they'll start a relationship and they'll be the power couple in the house. Like, why are all of them trying to be power couple in the house? That's not what the game is all about. Big Brother is a competition. It's about game, not about coming to do couple or coming to game powerful. If you want to do powerful, there's ultimate love right now. You can go for ultimate love, but Big Brother is a competition game. You gotta bring in your A game. It's not about being a power couple or whatever. So I think when he said that statement, I'm like, okay, so you were just trying to just get in a relationship just for to help your game or what, or to do power couple. I don't get it. But anyways, then Ebuka then asked Fraud about the Esther situation also with Venita, and then Fraud had gone on to say, oh yes, that he started talking and had even said something about, oh yes, he knew Esther liked Nelson, and then when Nelson left, she was kind of all alone and all that, and then yes, they were being friendly, and then he sees Esther as a friend. Like, even someone like, whoops, okay, like, are we now on the friend zone level? Okay, where Ebuka said it's a friend zoning episode, so I think that's why he's using that word. Then Fraud then goes on to say, yes, he did like Venita, and that he and Venita had even had a discussion and all, that they did like each other and all, but if not because he had gotten into a wrong perception and all, like he and Venita would have gone strong and be power couples and all that. So while he was saying all of this, Esther did keep quiet. She was just calm and just looking like, I can't, say, oh, Esther is a saint or not, because I really don't know what has gone down in their relationship. But what I've just been noticing is that Fraud is trying to really just paint her in a certain way, and Esther has really been keeping calm. Well, it could be right, it could be wrong, but I don't know at this point, but yeah, like with all of this saying, oh, we're just friends, wrong perception, using certain words that it's like they are really uncalled for and all of that. Like back in the house, don't tell me that you were just friends. We saw when you were crying, you were weeping your eye out. So what is you say you were weeping your eye out for just somebody that was your friend? Nah, you even when you knew she liked Nelson, you still wanted her. So why the whole switch? Why are you switching up just like that? If Venita was asked to speak concerning the issue, then she said, oh yeah, she didn't get the vibe from Omashola. Like she really didn't get the vibe. Like it was not that excited and all. And then she felt, Omashola just like the aesthetics and like they really did not have common grounds, which I kind of get because I didn't see both of them having like deeper conversation and all of that, which she did have with Frodd, and she was able to see that and Frodd, they kind of connected in certain things and all of that. Then she went on saying, oh, then Ebuka had asked her, oh, would you have, started a relationship with Frodd while in the house? And she was like, oh, no, that she had told Frodd that she had a relationship outside the house, so it was not even something to contend with. Then she goes on to ask Frodd to confirm it, and Frodd is taking forever to confirm and saying unnecessary thing. I'm like, oh my god. And she's like, no, you have to confirm it. This is important to me. And before he then finally confirms it, you see how this guy, I feel, is very dodgy, because even apart from just even Esther matter, like with other people matter, he's always trying to be slimy in the way he replies or in the way he handles things, almost wanting to always paint a certain picture of people. Like it doesn't make sense. That's why it's really so hard to believe anything this guy say, and that's why I just feel Esther just become a victim of his right now, that he can paint Esther in any light that he wants and all, and he has a way of doing it. And even when Ebuka went on to ask Venita if there could be anything between her and Frodd right now, she says, oh no, that couldn't be, because of two reasons. Because number one, the relationship, whatever happened in the house did cost her the relationship she had outside the house, and she even felt that back then Frodd should have spoken up then, but Frodd did not even speak. That even looking at what was happening today at the show, that he was taking forever to even defend and say and confirm what had happened between them and all of that. And also she does not trust Frodd with certain things that had happened. So I'm like, yeah, we see through Frodd. Also we see all of this, we see him being all the slimy and all that. We see it with you, sis, and yeah, you definitely cannot stay with this guy, okay? Clip concerning KIMOPRAH, Jeff and Omashola was later then unplayed. Then Ebuka went on to ask Jeff about the situation, and Jeff was like, oh yes, he had an attraction for Kim, that it was not serious, but he did have an attraction for her at some point, because they did spend time together and they were talking and all of that, so he did have an attraction. But yeah, even Kim had even told him that there was a time Kim had said she liked Omashola's chest, and also he did know that Kim actually liked Omashola also back in the house, and it was just what he was back then. Kim also goes on to explain the issue between her and Frodd, stating the fact that when she got into the house, when she realized she was going to share bathroom and all of that with everyone, she wasn't ready for that. So she just wanted to be in the head of house room. So she was ready to fight with whosoever was going to win the head of house room. And then when she had been eating Jeff, that she wanted to be in the head of house room. So of course when he did win, she had told him she wanted to be there, and he did remember and then chose her to be in the head of house room with him. And that was it. That the conversation they were having was, she had asked, what course did he read while he was in school and all. Like it was just simply conversation. But yes, she did realize that Jeff did like her and all of that. But Jeff never told her. But she realized that he was telling every other person, but he just never came to tell her in person. But yeah, she had been with Jeff in the head of house room was because she just felt, she needed to be in that room. She didn't want to. She wasn't comfortable with the whole sharing stuff and all of that. And that also she also felt, it's a form of alliance and all. And guys, like for the longest of time, this is me hearing somebody talking about alliance, talking about something about the game. Like I've not had someone say anything about that in this Big Brother Nigeria, but I'm hearing this. I'm like, yes girl, that's what the game is all about. You want to talk about alliance, you want to talk about friends. That is what the game is about. You had a good game. You knew what the Big Brother is all about. Not this one that we Nigerians have bastardized it to be doing love affair and all of that. But it's okay, we move. Then Kim also spoke concerning herself and Omashola that she didn't get the excitement from Omashola. Omashola said yes, he liked and that was it. He just left her and went away and all of that. So she didn't get the excitement, and that's why she didn't really push for it. Then Omashola then says, oh yes, that why he didn't really push for it was because he had noticed that she liked Jeff, and then when Jeff was no longer head of house, he noticed that they were no longer friends, and then he just felt, oh, Kim was using Jeff, and that was why he kind of kept his distance from all of that. KIMOPRAH then goes on to say, oh no, she wants to clarify something, that when she was friends with Jeff, she later noticed when they went for a competition, Jeff was lacking behind, and she needed alliance. She needed strong people in her alliance. I'm like, yours, girl, you know how Big Brother is supposed to go. You need strong alliance. Even with the weaker ones, you just keep them as friends. But you need the strong alliance people so that they're going to win, they're going to win competitions and all of that. But yeah, Kim is actually, she knows the game of this Big Brother. But it's so sad that she left so early. But she really did know, and she talked about she was trying to gain alliance and all of that. And I see it. You are totally right. It's fine. Most people may not understand it, but that's how Big Brother works. And I love that about it. I love that about your game plan. Nice one. That was it, guys. That was the end of the episode. That was where it ended. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think about the Frodd situation with Omashola and Venita? What do you think about the KIMOPRAH situation? Also, let me know in the comment section. Let's get talking, guys. Let's get talking. Thank you for watching also. And please remember to click the subscribe button, like this video. Please help me out. Thank you so very much. Thank you for watching. Until my next video, stay blessed.